So I put 0.25 here and 1.25 here. So I'll simply connect my princess dart this way, and I'll do the same from here to here. All right, then connect this to this and connect this to this, and we are done with this tutorial for the front. So what we have here is front pattern piece. So I'm going to cut out my front pattern piece right now. I'm cutting off on the waistline. I will cut on the side to my bust accommodation. So since we are working with the princess dart, it means we'll cut off the armhole from here, and then we'll proceed to the neckline. This is the neckline. And the neckline runs into the arm of the drop shoulder arm, and it goes in here and comes out with that accommodation and goes in here and here and here, as you can see. So people, next is to cut out the darts with the princess dart. So the princess dart goes all the way. So I'll just stop there, and here I'll just take off, close up the bust dart. Okay, I close up the bust dart. Okay, so I name this F1. Then I come over here, cut off my princess dart all the way. I don't want to cut out everything, but of course you know you are going to cut it out. So I take off what I have here. And close up my bust dart. All right, so later I will cut out the princess dart. So this is what your pattern looks like. So for the back, I'll bring in my pattern for the back. This is my back. I will just write back on it this way. So this is exactly what you are going to do. What I'm doing now is what you are going to do. So since this should be the right side of your dress, you just flip, kiss right side, front, back. I use the front to show the right side and back to show the right side. That is the right side of your dress. So I will ensure I place this accordingly. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm placing this accordingly. Can you see? So if you have a seal tape, just go ahead and seal it out. So because the back is the back, okay, see what I'm going to do to make it easier for you, because the back does not have a dart. You just make your basic bodice pattern for the back. Basic bodice pattern back. And I'm going to make use of the shoulder measurements to achieve what we want to achieve. This is my shoulder measurements. shoulder measurements. You extend your line, and then you take your chest line. Okay, so from the chest line we'll be marking the center back. So this is the center back that will have your zipper and contour line. And I'll transfer my shoulder, half shoulder measurement as usual. Okay, my half shoulder measurement with shoulder drop, with shoulder drop. So my shoulder drop will be dropping from my natural neckline mark. I'll just drop it. I'll just drop it. So once it's dropped, I'll go over here and go over here. Find the midpoint. I mark, go in by 0.5. Do the same since it's asymmetric right here, and go in by 0.5. Okay, so I'll just connect my armhole. All right, so this is enough. So you can now finish up what you have. So the focus is on this. So this is what I was trying to explain. You see this line, I'm seeing it transparently showing. Can you see? It's showing on this line. So make sure you align this line to this line before you do what I'm about to do. So you can see I'm aligning it here and here. It is well aligned. Okay, so once you notice it's well aligned, even if it doesn't, just make sure it's aligned. That's all. You trace. Okay, you know the armhole for the front is deeper, so just trace and get to the armhole for the back. Can you see? So that is that for this one. Then if you look here, you see these lines. I'm going to also align them. Okay, so if you're aligning them, make sure this part is also aligned. Can you see? So I'm having, you keep raising till it's aligned. Okay. Okay, so the most important thing is the straight line. That is my target. So the straight line has to align. So you trace it to align. So once it has aligned, you also trace from here and trace from here and allow it to meet up. Can you see? So then here can be connected this way. It does not affect anything. Okay, all right people, so that is what you have for the back. So for the back, after finishing the down part, you just go ahead and cut the back. And then another thing is the neckline. I've not traced out the neckline. I only did the alignment without the tracing of the neckline. So to trace out the neckline is the same. You still trace it out from the front neckline. Can you see? So neckline is the same. So the only difference you have here is that you are going to separate this as your zip and contour your zipper line. Of course, you know how to contour your zipper line. So you are going to separate them, contour it. Okay, so If you are contouring your zipper line, in case you might find it difficult to do, okay, so if you are contouring your zipper line, the back length is usually shorter. So here I'm working with 15 inches. So if this is my back half length, okay, so, and if I'm working that less, so I'll measure my actual waist line. So my actual bust line is 10. I'll just connect. So I just want to use one side to show you how you can contour. So for this, as you have this line and is asymmetric, simply come in by 0.75 for perfect back contour line. You position your ruler from that point to the neckline like this. So all of this is back contour line for this part. And still from this center line, you go in 0.5 and you go this way. All of this is back contour line for you. So all you are going to do is to replace what you removed by taking your actual measurement from here, which is 9, and reconnect back to the actual bust area. In fact, the bust area is also affected. This is the line we measured. You measure your bust area from here, your actual bust area. You can see everything. There's a shift to everything right now. So I'll just connect to this point, as you can see, and that is it, people. So I'm going to cut now to show you. So what I did here, repeat on the other side. So as I'm cutting now, I'm going to cut everything separately. Okay, when you'll be cutting, you'll be numbering them 1 and 2. So this is my actual measurement, which I've cut out. So I was cutting before on this length. So I'll keep cutting. Once I get here, I'll just go ahead and cut into the armhole. So make sure you do the same thing I did here. That's why I left it this way. So once you are done, you name this asymmetric back 1 and asymmetric maybe left and right. Simple. Just anything you use to identify them. So you cut through the contour line. That is where you have your zipper, and you cut through this, as you can see. So you've contoured your back, and your back will be like this, okay, at the end of the day. So you have your zip here and your zip here. So people, that is how we come to the end of this tutorial. So you can now go ahead and separate your princess dart, okay. So this is the back, and that is how it's going to look like. So by the time you sew the back, can you see, this is what you are going to have when you sew this to this and this to the armhole. So thank you very much for coming to this tutorial. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming. See you in the next class. Bye.